Hi everybody, my name is Sharina Diamond Thomas, and I'm informing everybody of what's been going on in my part of the woods, East Oakland, and dealing with a slumlord. I've been in this apartment for almost 2 years with my family, and my landlord has literally drained me financially of anything that I could ever probably have, just by being a slumlord. I've been replacing things that I've been taking lost in here, you name it, not repairing stuff, not having professional people come out and do the repairs has caused me and my family a great amount of stress and trauma. So I'm going to share with you, yesterday I had called the PG&E company out to my apartment because my heater had a hissing sound, and it was like a buzzing. And I know that my detectors didn't go off in here, but it was still concerning me. And so the guy came out and he checked my furnace, and he said that it didn't have carbon monoxide poisoning, but it needed to be serviced. And he said that so he asked me to turn on the heater. When I turned on the heater, a smell came out of the heater that overwhelmed him to the point to where he was like, this must not have been cleaned in years. Bag up dust and stuff because of that, and that's not healthy. That me and my family have been like breathing in unhealthy fumes from the furnace not being cleaned properly. So he shut down the furnaces, the one in the hallway and the one in my living room, so we wasn't going to be able to use heat. So he asked me where was my hot water heater, in which I pointed to him this closet. The only time I come in here is like I sweep, like maybe I have maybe sweep in here a little bit, but the man looked down and he seen that this it had started to melt. It melted so bad that the smoke, he said that this right here is a result of the heat and how hot it had started to rise up. He informed me that this is the gas line. So this was hooked up. This was my gas line. It's hooked up to here. He said that if this would have creeped up anymore, if it just could have got just a little bit more hotter, this whole apartment building would have blew up. What? So he disconnected my gas. Then he looked up in here. And he said, look at that. That's a huge hole. He was like, that hole is so big, animals or anything could come down in here. And so he was saying that, that's running up my PG&E. When you have your heat on automatic, right. When you set your heat on automatic like they suggest you do, the heat is rising up. And so this never got to the proper temperature to allow this to be safe for us. And then on top of that, water is dripping down. So if you can look, so water, when it rains, water comes in, and if you look at the ceiling, the PG&E man said the ceiling shows that it has been evident of past leakage before. Now, going on hearsay that this happened before in this apartment with the tenants before. So this hot water heater must not have been a brand new one, or something is wrong with with how they're hooking it up. I called my landlord. I sent my landlord a copy of the report from from PG&E. So here's the paperwork. Hazardous notice.
So what did he or she say, the landlord?
The landlord basically undermined me and was saying that she said she was gonna send somebody out here, but I told her it needed to be a licensed contractor, like the paperwork says.
Right.
And so she sent her handyman over here.
Oh.
And so I couldn't allow him to do the work because he told us verbally he did not have license to do this. And so I was like, this is scary and this is gas and I can't. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody unprofessionally put it in the first place, because who would allow that hole to be right there if they were a professional person? Right. Who would allow that to happen? Exactly. You know, and I'm out of so much money with PG&E, and I had asked, I told the landlord, I said, so my PG&E bill has been so high, and my daughter and I have been struggling to pay these bills, and not only struggling to pay the bills, it's like on a payment plan and just trying to stay afloat, and this is why. Right. So when I asked her about, so what about my bill? What about what's going to happen with my bill? How you going to rectify that? And shouldn't you be putting me and my family in a motel because we can't take baths or showers? We don't have access to warm water. Our gas is off. All of this stuff. She didn't respond back. Only thing she said was somebody's supposed to be here at 2, a contractor. She didn't say license. Today. To fix, to change this. I said, so what about the hose and the wires that's hanging? So these wires that's up there hanging, that drip is a result of water probably flowing over that way and dripping off of the cord. Today, housing came over, emergency.
Oh, what happened?
And so the inspector came out and looked at it and said that, he asked me, like, was it noted in PG&E paperwork about this hole? Because actually, housing passed this inspection with this hole up there, but they asked me, was it in the notes? And yes, it's in the notes about this hole and about how unsafe it is for it to be here, all of that. But just on the note on the side of everything, if those wires were live wires, PG&E could not help with that. PG&E only can help with the wires that's outside of a unit. Okay. And they don't have anything to do with the inside of the unit. Now, only thing they can do is ask for, they said that this needs to be installed by a contractor. I'm supposed to abide by that and follow through and make sure that they don't do that.
Let me ask you this. What, because you've had a history, let's do a brief history. You've already had a history of situations here.
Yes, I've been going through a lot since I've been here. We moved in here and like I said, I'm a single parent. I was working with my kids. We moved here. I tried to do better by providing them with brand new furniture. I was working hard like a dog, like buying my kids brand new furniture. And and our beds and stuff, like, we got infested with bed bugs because this apartment building had been infested for a long time, untreated. So all the brand new furniture that I purchased from my family, from my kids and stuff, we had it delivered here to this apartment. We didn't move from our house and bring furniture here. I purchased brand new furniture from my kids, piece by piece, layaway by layaway, to get my kids furniture, and the landlord undermined us. Like, she ignored the fact that we were telling her that things were biting us and stuff, until the point where I had to rush my baby to the hospital. Well, I rushed my baby girl to the hospital because she was having a reaction. And so that's how we found out what was going on, because I never had that problem before. The landlord just kind of ignored it. Health department, the vector control came out. He did a report. He went through everybody's apartment. Found some, but didn't really notate it. I don't think he took it as serious as he was supposed to, because he didn't follow back through. And it gave her a chance to, like, be deceitful to me and continue to let me and my family in here suffer and get bit up.
And they never paid for motel rooms.
They never paid for my motel room.
Which is their requirement.
Right,
under state law.
Right, they never paid for my motel room.
Or reimbursed you for that furniture, huh?
The only thing that they did for me was they gave me $20 on my laundry and $50 towards cover for the beds.